All right, FightHype with the former champion of the world at 130, my man Jamel. What'd you think of the fight tonight?
Oh, it was a good fight, man. The whole card was actually pretty good, from the co-main event to the main event. Even Nico Welch's one first round knockout was impressive. So it was a good fight. Yeah, highlight reel.
Were you surprised at all by the fight? Was it going to be more one-sided than you thought, or more competitive?
Was I surprised? I've been in there with that, man. I knew what was going to happen, man. But credit to Valdez, he actually hit Shakur more than he's ever been hit for, 110 times to be exact, on the copy box. So you got to give Shakur, Valdez his respect. He's a champion in his own right, and he tried to put it all on the line.
What'd you think of the knockdown? What did it look like happened?
It was like I was calling the fight from myself. It was legal. Like, it wasn't like his foot tripped or anything. It was a legal blow. He was just off balance. He was off balance, but it was a punch. There was a punch, and it was a punch that that put him down, and the ropes kind of held him up.
So what do you think he should go from here, Jamel? Should he become undisputed at 30, or?
Oh, Shakur?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you already know how the boxing world could be, man, in terms of trying to get other belts from other hands. You thinking right now that Eddie Hearn is going to let Ogawa, come over to fight Shakur Stevenson, and the WBA, I believe, is title right now over at the PBC, respectfully. So you got to look at that aspect. But he probably has an easier way of moving up to lightweight, and just fighting the man who actually brings in all the belts at one, and one shot. But Shakur, like I said, he knows what he wants to do, so we'll have to wait and see.
Why was he in control for most of the fight?
Distancing. And I pointed that out from the whole build-up, distancing. Even though you guys seen he was getting warned for even leaving it out there, but he was controlling the distance with his right hand most of the time, and Oscar just couldn't get in. And every time he got in, he either got tied up, or he overcrowded himself, or Shakur just slipped out of there.
Why is he so effective with the range fight? Like, usually you hear a guy, don't paw with the jab, shoot it, but he has good vision. He has good vision. So it's usually you're told not to keep it out there because you can get countered, but he sees everything as it's going on in there, and it's like I said, I know personally, you try to throw a punch and boom, he's gone. What's up, Jess?
So they say you have your own big fight coming up here in 3 weeks here in
Right.
Vegas as well, man. What can you tell us about that?
I'm just I'm staying motivated. Again, like, for me, I'm mentally tough. Like, y'all seen why Shakur Stevenson is one of the best in the game, so I don't take anything, like, in terms of hard from losing to a Shakur Stevenson. If anything, I took it as a learning lesson. I dusted myself off, and I'm ready to get back in 3 weeks. So we'll see.
And last back to 135.
Yeah. For this fight against Jamel Ortiz, 135. A lot of you know him from his fight against Joseph Adorno. That was a draw or whatever, but entertaining, as well. But yeah, I had no issue actually going back to the 130. It was just at the point with Top Rank, there was nobody for me to fight at 130. You know what I mean? I tried to fight Richard Coleman at 135. His team, they said no to that fight. We tried to fight Robson Conciel as well, but then they had the visa issues, so we had to scrap that fight. And then and then the Ortiz fight came, and it was just like, for me, I'm just like, listen, I just want to get back in the ring, so whatever, let's do it.
And last one for me, Jamel. Do you think Shakur, with his frame and power, he'll be able to carry up and beat the 35s like Tank and Devin and Kambosos?
Yeah, he definitely has the frame. He's still young, so he has room in terms of a man to grow and feel. So I feel like he could be effective he could be effective at, even in my opinion, at 140, because it's hard to hit him. The whole game is hit, not be hit.
Well, he said you could see him and Haney meeting up there one day.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, he could do whatever he puts his mind to. He has the skill level alone makes him very competitive. So it's not so much of the weight or the size. I think, like, say, you got to touch him first.
Thanks, Jamel.
What makes him so hard to hit?
Like I said earlier, I think it's just more of his his vision, his ring IQ. He has quick twitch muscles. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could be right there in front of you, and like you seen with Valdez, he was right there in front of him most of the night, but it was just hard for him to hit him. Even with me, when I fought him last October, I got a longer reach, and I was a bigger man, but it was hard. It was just hard just to get to him, because when you think he's there, he's gone, and he's made the first move to throw you off your whole game.